All right, thank you so much. Now, what actually is considered affordable? When we talk about affordable homes, what categorizes a home to be affordable?
What categorizes a home to be affordable? Because if it costs no more than 30 of a household income and has basic amendments like road, electricity, and water.
Okay, like not more than 30% of a household income.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is that really very possible today? Well, we'll be finding out shortly, because I hear they say they have deals to give us. Well, let's talk about some of the financing options that are available for affordable housing, because it's not everyone that knows that there are some ways that you could actually own a home. Not just here in Abuja, but anywhere in Nigeria at all, or even outside Nigeria. What are some of those affordable housing financing options that we have?
We have the mortgage loan and finding an affordable home. We have government housing grants subsidized for first-time buyers. We have cooperative housing scheme, which are groups finding financing options. We also have flexible payment plans, which is instrumental. You can pay instrumentally.
Instrumentally.
Yes.
Okay, we'll definitely come back to you, Mr. Lomi. Now, when we talk about flexible payment plans, is there any company here in Abuja that offers this kind of flexible financing option that suits workers' income?
Okay, yes. There's this company I keep hearing about, My Abuja Home.
Okay.
My Abuja Home give offers for very flexible payment option plans,
Okay.
going from 6 months to 1 year, and then they still slashed their pricing if you want to own a land. Can you believe that 500 square meters is going for 1 million naira?
Okay.
1 million naira. I think that is more than what some people will say cheap. I think it's a giveaway.
Giveaway
A
price.
big giveaway.
Okay.
And then 250 square meters, which is a 50 by 50, is going for 700,000 naira. Yeah. So just by flipping your phone, you can own a land.
By flipping your phone, you can
Flip
own a
your
land.
phone. Flip your
With the
phone.
Rahas, if possible. I wish. I'm flipping my phone right now and I don't see any house, but I'm definitely going to try that magic later.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about finding the right property, because it's not just about talking about real estate, but trying to find the right property. What are some of those steps that are necessary to enable potential buyers to identifying or finding the right property as regards to real estate?
Okay, finding the right property is very important. After making your checks and asking, and then you check out the location, and then you talk about documentation, which is very important, because without documentation, you are losing your land and you're taking a big risk in investment. So when we talk about how to find the right property, you research areas with high value appreciation. One of these areas, let's talk about Karu, talk about Kuje, talk about due diligence and background check on the company, and then you get there.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Thank
right. So what are some of, when you talk about documentation, what are some of those legal documents that are supposed to be verified before purchase?
Okay, so the two legal documents everybody should know about, whether you've heard about real estate or not, or you're just listening to this for the first time, because the essence of this show is to carry everybody along,
Exactly,
for people to
yeah.
know about it. So talking about the occupancy, this confirms legal ownership of that land. With the document, you're getting it. When someone tries to challenge you about that land, hello, Mr. Man, are you the owner of this land? You'll be able to show them, this is my certificate of occupancy. Also,
This makes me the landlord.
Yes, the landlord. And I forgot to talk about you looking like a 500 square meters plot.
How? Like,
Occupancy is also a government approval for both play
so
important
the R of
parts.
O comes before the
Yes,
C of
it comes
O.
first.
Okay.
You use your R of O.
Oh, you need to get government's approval.
Yes.
And then from that, then comes you owning the property.
Yes,
which
when-
is
when
the
you
C
buy
of
the
O.
land.
About now that we've been able to know the steps to identify the right property, what about now owning it? How do you own it? What are some of those steps that are involved after you've been able to identify the property?
With the right steps.
Okay.
The first one we'll be talking about saving, talking about your budget, your plan. You've checked your feasibility studies and see how can I go ahead with getting this land. Let's say you've seen 1 hectare in Karushi going for 5 million. So you plan based on your income. How long will it take me to get this? And then you try and chase it. It's not impossible. It is very possible. Then secondly, we talk about get the right financing options. And the two popular financing options we have, mortgage and then installmental plan. But totally, if you choose a mortgage, you have a grant, or then landing again on the installmental plan. So mortgage, let's say talking about Federal Mortgage Bank, you go through all the legal procedures. You must have gotten a house you want to buy before first you can even apply for a mortgage.
That's after you've identified the property.
Yes, and then you have to still submit your bank statement.
Yeah, there are so many things involved.
Yeah, so many things. For example, like civil servants now, it's a really good platform for them. Yes. Then installmental plans for everybody. You plan based 1 year on how you be paying a certain percentage till you complete that. Then thirdly, we also talk about selecting the right property. Consider the location. You have to get good information and know the locations that you're supposed to buy from, the size, the purpose. Is it industrial? Is it agricultural? Is it commercial? Different things. Then you go ahead to verify the document, which is very, very important. Ensure there's proper land title approvals, talking about the C of O and the R of O, and lastly, complete the purchase. Once you are
where you get to tell me about the deals, because you mentioned that we'll be looking at deals of the week. So what companies are here that would help buyers through this process, that is after they've been, and then help them through the process of trying to secure it through a very stress-free experience? Is there any company like that?
The company coming to my head right now is My Abuja Home. I've heard about My Abuja Home.
You mentioned it like 10 times before now. So.
Well, imagine, like I said, talking about people flipping their phones. 250 square meters is going for 700,000. That is unbelievable. That's a deal of the week. 250 square meters going for 700,000 naira. And the 500 square meters, that's 100 by 50, really large, sizable plot, can build a 3-bedroom bungalow for you, is going for just 1 million naira. Can you see the reason why I'm telling people you should flip your phone? You start saving.
The final thought, you talked about the deals and how, if people are supposed to get across to these deals, how can they access them? Any more details if they want to go see it? Because my people would say seeing is believing. You have to see what you are buying. So it's not just about what we are saying here. They need to see and
make verification,
go and verify,
go ahead and purchase.
So is there any way they can contact?
Okay, so for trying to contact My Abuja Home, handle their site at myabujahome.com. Their mail info@myabujahome.2723824. At the end of this show, I want everybody smiling, ready to go into real estate.